Hello and welcome to more The Legend of Zelda! This is actually take 2 at this episode. I tried to record it last week on Friday, but for some reason my audio turned out sounding like this. Hello and welcome to more The Legend of Zelda! Yeah, it was a little bit ridiculous, so I'm hoping that does not happen again today. If you're watching this, then it didn't happen, so that's great! So let's just go ahead and continue the game. We're going to go and do level 3 today, but you might notice that my health is a little bit low because that is what happens after reloading the game. So before we actually go to level 3, I am going to go to a fairy fountain just to heal up. And very conveniently, there's a fairy fountain pretty close to where level 3 is. So we're just going to go ahead and walk all the way down there. I feel like if we start the episodes kind of at the starting point in the game, I feel like that's just a good way to handle things. We can start from that point, walk over to the level, and just take it from there. Because this game doesn't let you save in place, so if you guys are actually following along, then it'll make the most sense to follow it that way. But it's not a very long walk anyways. The fairy fountain's actually right up here. Does not even matter if I take any damage right here, because I'm going to heal it up in just a second anyways. So we'll kill those guys off, and let's go up and heal up. There we go. I just realized, look right in the middle of that fairy, their waist is 1 pixel wide. Holy crud. Alright, so now we're just going to go south from here. That is where level 3 is, so a pretty easy one to get to. Oh, well, I'm already taking damage, but we got a heart right there. Let's try to at least get to level 3 without losing the sword beams. Okay, looking pretty good. Already full up on bombs. I don't know why, but the bomb limit is 8 bombs, so that is the most you can hold. Let's just get past these guys. Oh, gosh dang it. Well, let me try to kill these guys to see if one of them will at least drop a heart for me. One little note about the moblins, you can see they actually pause before they throw their arrows, so if you see them pause when they're walking up towards you, that's going to be a good time to stop and block, but it looks like they're not going to give me any hearts this time. Maybe the tech type, maybe he'll give me one. Yeah, there we go, thank you dude. Okay, so let's sneak in, not touch any of these statues, and go and begin level 3. This one starts off pretty easy, it's just a blank room right here, nothing we can really do, and we're carrying over 5 keys from the previous dungeons. And we're going to get another one right here. Now, these enemies, these are called Zolls. And if you don't have the white sword like we do, then they'll actually do something a little bit special. When you attack them with the wooden sword, they'll actually split into 2 gels. But because we have the white sword, it's just going to totally one-shot them. So there you go. These guys are pretty easy to take down. Getting some rupees along the way. All right. And we'll just go up right here. So the first part of this dungeon is pretty straightforward. And with the white sword, these guys are very easy to take down. And we'll just use our boomerang to pick up that rupee over there. Alright, got another key, and we got a stopwatch we don't really need. Well, let's go on through here. But now we've got a very infamous enemy. We have Darknuts. These are some pretty tough enemies, and the reason for that is if we go to attack them right here, they can actually block our attacks. Now, the way their blocking works is a little bit strange. It actually is not really based on where their shield is positioned. It's actually based on the direction they're facing. So, say for example, he's facing me that way and I'm facing this way. If they're facing towards you, then they'll block. But if we get in front of them and we stab while we're facing to the side, you'll actually hit them. So it doesn't really matter where their shield is. It just matters where you're facing in relation to where they're facing. So that's the best way to deal with these guys is kind of walk ahead of them and stab to the side, and that'll deal with them pretty well. And we can also use our bombs to attack them, but I'm going to hold on to some bombs if I can. Let's just go over here. We'll grab the compass. I guess we'll do some stabby stab. Here we go. Now, if we go right up here, it's a little bit of a dead end, so can't really do much here. We can kill these bats, and that'll make something spawn in the middle, but we're not going to be able to reach it because it's right over there. We can't reach it with our sword. Boomerang's not going to pick that up. Normally, boomerangs can pick up items. I don't think they can pick up items that spawn from a trigger like that, only if an enemy drops it, I think. But we're going to go to the left here, so let's just get that blade trap out of the way. And here we go, and we're going to have even more Darknuts. So this might be a situation where you want to use some bombs. I'm going to try not to here. I'm just going to try to use the environment to my advantage. Oh, okay, that guy trapped me off a little bit. Yeah, Sword Beam is actually not that useful against the Darknuts because their shield's going to block it unless they just happen to not be facing you. But I just want to not get hit too much because they're going to be doing big damage there. But we've got plenty of hearts. We've got the red potion if I need it. So we'll be fine. But now let's go to the bottom. This room, oops, select actually pauses it. I meant to press start here. But this room I actually will use the bombs because this one's going to have a lot of Darknuts. Now, you don't have to kill these guys. You could just actually skip them and just go down the stairs. But this room actually drops some bombs anyways, so it's not really that big of a waste. And there's enough of these guys that it's definitely worth it. Once we get a little bit lower, I guess I can just go take them down manually here. Yeah, look at that. Look at all those bombs. And I think they'll actually drop one more bomb for just defeating this whole room. There we go. So we're doing fine on bombs. I took quite a bit of damage in that one, though. Let me switch back to the boomerang, because the boomerang's pretty useful for taking care of these bats here. I can actually use that to kill them straight up. Oh, come on. Get them. There we go. I don't know if I mentioned this specifically, but the magical boomerang that we got back in level 2, it is the same as the regular boomerang, it just gets thrown further. I feel like I skimmed over that. But here we get the raft. This is a very important item. It'll open up a couple of things on the world map. Most importantly, it'll open up one of the dungeons, so we kind of need that. But alright, so we're done with that. Now let's go to the north. And this north area is actually optional, but I'm just going to show it off just for the sake of showing everything off here. And we can get a key as well, so we might as well do that. So let's go grab that guy. And we'll kill off a couple dudes. Now, these little sparkly guys, those are called bubbles. If they hit us, it doesn't do any damage. You can notice my health isn't dropping. But after getting hit, you can't use your sword for a few seconds. So that is kind of annoying. So I try to avoid getting hit by those guys when we're trying to do some combat. But now we'll go through here, and this is where we can pick up that bomb drop. Now, this door is optional, so I'm not going to use it just so I can save the keys. But it is something you can go through if you want to. It really doesn't matter. And even if you're a completionist nerd like myself and you want to save all the keys you can, even then it really doesn't matter because eventually we'll have unlimited keys and you can always just buy more keys from the store anyways. So really skipping that door is kind of pointless. I don't know why I'm doing it, but we are. Okay, so we got the Darknuts respawning. I'm just going to avoid them and we'll go up this way. And now we've got a few locked doors. If you just want to go beat the dungeon, then you're going to want to take the right door. The top door is optional. The left door just leads back to where we already were. So we could do that. But the top door actually will give us a key. So we use a key, but we get a key in return. So it's not going to be a waste to go this way. So let's go to the top and see what's up here. If we go right through this room, we're going to have some Zulls that we can very easily take care of. But killing them is not going to open up the door. To open up this one, we have to push the left block to the left. There we are. Now let's go sneak up in here. And inside this room, we're going to have another one of these old guys that gives us a tip. Did you get the sword from the old man on top of the waterfall? Well, indeed we did. That is the white sword he's talking about. So that's kind of the tip to go get that. Now, the way the sword upgrades work in this game, I'm not exactly sure how it works, but I believe it's based on the number of hearts you have. So I don't think you can get the white sword until you have either 4 or 5 hearts. I'm not sure the exact amount. And there's one more sword upgrade in the game, and I think we have to get 12 hearts for that. Correct me if I'm wrong on those numbers, guys, but I think those are the correct numbers. Anyways, let's go over here. We'll get the key that I was talking about, and we'll just kill these keys to open things back up. So there's really not much over here. It's really just to replenish the key you used to get inside this place. So let's go kill this guy off. There we go. And let's go down and to the right. And one other thing I want to show off, there's a little Easter egg with these old guys. Oh, well, he's going to tell us about this again, so we'll sit through that for a second. We can't move while he's talking. But you can actually stab these guys, and if you do, they'll start shooting crud at you. Can I block those, actually? I don't know if I've ever tried that. Yeah, we can block them, but I don't think you can kill this guy. Even if you sat there all day stabbing him, I don't think it works. So let's just continue. We'll go back down here, and then we'll go to the right, the path that we actually have to take. There we go. Is it just me, or is Link's skin color different inside this dungeon than it was on the world map? I don't know, maybe it's just the green throwing me off. Oh my gosh, I barely dodged that. Okay, so let's grab that heart right there if I can. Now, when I grab this map, don't freak out, but the map's going to be potentially a little bit offensive. Let's go grab this. Yeah, that is the map layout. Now, I don't believe this is a swastika. I believe this is meant to be a manji, which is, I think, related to Buddhism. I don't know that much about it, but I'm pretty sure it's not a swastika. But anyways, there's actually a shortcut right here. If we drop a bomb, we can go through the wall right there, and that'll take us directly to the boss fight. But let's go take the scenic route. We're going to go around this way. Not a lot of reason to do that, but, well, you guys know me. I like to explore dungeons fully, just because. Let's see if we can get this guy. There we go. We got some more bombs, replenishing our bombs. We want to have as many bombs saved as possible for the boss, because they're going to be very handy for that guy. But we'll go on through here. So I guess maybe getting some more bombs is a reason to go this way. There's one small reason to go this way instead of taking the bomb path in this room. If I can actually kill these guys without getting the bubble to hit me. And this will drop a 5 rupees, so that's kind of the reason. I think the main reason you would go this way is you just happen to not know about the secret. That'd probably be why. But let's go in and fight the boss with Manhandla. Now, the way this boss works is, first off, you cannot block those fireballs. You have to dodge. But what we have to do is go destroy all 4 of those heads. And every time one of the heads dies, they're going to get faster and faster. And they're making the game lag. So let's try to drop a bomb. If we can kill all 4 heads at once, that'll be great. We didn't, so they're going to get some speed here. You can also stab them. Oh, we got the 2-bomb kill. All right. That boss is actually very hard if you only have 1 head left. He's going to be moving real fast. But you can either stab his heads or you can bomb them. But that's it, guys. We are done with level 3. Let's go and grab the Triforce shard right here, the 3rd part. And we've got a 2nd row of hearts now. Awesome. All right, guys. So that is going to wrap things up this time. Thank you guys so much for watching. And thanks for, But alright guys, that is going to wrap things up for level 3. We're all done here, and that's going to be it for this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll come back next time, do a little bit more collecting for some different secrets. And what the crud, this Tektite's getting way too close. And we'll do level 4 as well. So, I'll see you guys then. Take care!